Hello everyone, it is Combat Carbon coming to you from Rapid City, South Dakota. We are up here at Black Hawk RV Park with Custom Skirting Inc. And here's a picture of their van. Let's see if we can come around here. I'm up here getting my camper skirted. They say it's not a camper, it's a fifth wheel, and I'll show you that real quick. So there you go again, the Keystone Alpine. It's a 3712 KB with the Polar Pack. Hey, one of my good neighbors who's been helping me out, even had some extra parts for me. You can see everybody else is up here. Most people are just camping here. There's a few that are going to be full-timing it, but just passing through, and then there's others like this trailer here and my trailer that are being skirted for the winter, and that's what I want to show you today. So yeah, let's show you around the camper and show you a little bit of the process and how it all works, and then they're going to come out a little later today and actually do a test fit on the skirting for my camper, just to make sure everything was measured correctly and fits properly, to keep the cold out and the heat in during the winter. All right, so with that, we'll start showing you around. Okay, so starting at the front here, this is probably one of the areas that's more questionable of, well, how do you skirt this big open area? So what they're going to do is we've got these channel systems here that they've already installed. So they came out earlier this week and measured, and they put these tubular channel systems, and this is going to keep me from having to button or zip the skirting together, and it'll just slide right in there, and then that way you get a seamless seal, airtight. And then you can see here they came underneath the overhang and put some channels there. And then on this portion here for the actual fifth wheel connection, there's going to be a part that kind of comes out a little bit, and that won't be hanging out. Some skirts you see, they just put a little cutout there. Well, that's another place where heat can escape, so they're going to cover that as well. And what that's going to do is give me actually a garage area. So I will have, it's pretty awesome, I'll have a skirt hanging down about right here, and I'll have all this walk-in space that I'm going to use as storage space. Probably put another 100-pound propane tank under there, and we'll be good to go. But yeah, so they have that channel system, and it goes all the way around the camper. You can see here coming down and around. Yep. And all the way to the back. There you go. And then it'll drop down there. You can see here all these like different connections. I'm really curious to see it all actually there. I could somewhat visualize it, but to actually see it put on will be real neat. They did an excellent job. I even have this seal here that connects these two panels together, and what they did was they actually took this off, went ahead, put this in, and then Jared came in, and he was able to just do a little cutout there. So they return everything back to the way it's supposed to go. All the places that they drill, they make sure that they're good studded spots. So yes, this is hard connected. This will never be coming off the trailer. So should I flip this, I'll actually probably try to sell it up north. That way, if there's anybody who really needs it, it'll come with a custom skirt, because, well, you're not going to need that down south. So, or maybe I end up moving up here and staying here, who knows. Well, anyways, so that's that. That's the slide channel system, and I'll have these gentlemen out next to show you how the actual skirt fits itself. Okay.
Super helpful.
Yeah.
So all the panels are going to be numbered.
Okay.
Numbering starts at the front door here.
Okay.
So this says I'm number 1, number 10's to my left.
Nice.
Number 1, number 2's to my right.
Awesome.
So all the panels are going to have that, as well as your name, of course, so we know who to bring this out to.
Awesome.
Because black rectangles look like black rectangles with your name on them.
There you go. Now there. Yep, you just slid it right in.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh yeah, it's so automatic at this point, but with the channel lubricated, I can literally just sit here, push it into place. I've got gloves on that give me good grip, and if I fold the skirt a little bit, I can get a hold of 3 layers of vinyl like that.
Okay.
And just push. I always go a little bit past and bring it back. That relaxes all the wrinkles that I put in the skirt from pushing it.
Okay.
So that's panel 1. Panel 2. We're going to have this notch in the corner here. That corresponds to this big bulky plastic trim thing. So I'll feed it from back here forward. Like so. While I'm standing here, I'll drop this vertical in. So, I mean, you look at this like 40-inch vertical and you're like, how does that go in?
Right.
Really, you just treat it like anything else.
Okay. It's pliable.
Top here. Yep, so it helps to have it be 60 degrees and sunny for sure.
Okay. Do it in the sunlight.
Yep. Like, so when we do big install trips and we have 20 or 30 of these skirts on the van in a hotel parking lot at night, like we get to the job site, we lay them out in the sun first thing.
Gotcha.
2-inch overlap on the Velcro there. We're going to leave this hanging free for now.
Okay.
Because gotta do this guy. So this big pleat lays over the hitch, of course, and this panel we just want to be patient with, take our time, work it across. There's a really large flap on the back here.
Yeah.
3 extra layers of vinyl, so you want to make sure that's laying over the hitch when we're done here.
Okay. Not around it, but just over it.
Exactly. It likes to end up off to the side.
Excuse me.
You want that protecting your skirt from any sharp corners there.
Gotcha.
And so I've got it in this middle 36-inch piece, and then I can bring it across. I always leave my little mark prints hanging out there.
Okay.
So you can see my little white dash mark.
Now, say that one part, that very last part again.
So I leave that little white dash mark hanging out when I do the blueprints.
Okay.
So that when I'm putting the skirt on, I know exactly where that panel stops.
Gotcha. Awesome.
And so I won't get too worried about Velcro right now.
Okay.
So panel 4 goes here. I'm
2.
going to skip ahead and do panel 5.
Okay.
You can see how feeding this in with panel 4 right in the way would be less efficient. And this really sweet floor plan that you have, there's no hookups or anything under here to hang us up.
Start from the top again.
Yep, so this is basically just mirroring what we did on number 2.
This is going a lot faster than I thought it would.
I've done this. I tried to come up with a number the other day. We're closing in on 1,000 times.
Wow. That's good.
Or I've done at least 1,000 channel installs at this point.
Okay.
So I kind of got that fed into the top here, and then I started on this lower piece.
Okay, there's a little gap there.
So the way this side lays out with the self-leveling here, there isn't room to run the channel like we normally do. So we bring it forward, and then I brought it an extra inch forward just to not cover up your VIN number and anything that might be important there.
Okay.
Also because this isn't square to anything else, so going right up against it wouldn't look so good.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's just RV things. That's how they all are.
Keeping it looking good too.
Pull that over.
Style and function.
And then once all of these panels are on, I'll pull them together. Like so. So we're going to have a little extra length in there right now, but when it's 40 degrees below and why not, it'll fit better.
Awesome. We'll just kind of suck it up, like cinch it together at temperature.
So I just, at the top here, I just pull them together as tight as I can.
Okay.
get a little more than that standard 2-inch overlap.
Okay.
Anytime we're doing Velcro, the more of it, I put my knee on the panel to the right, so I can pull it tight, stick it, pull it, stick it. And now those are lined up perfectly, there's no wrinkles or anything.
Awesome. Glad I went with black. I was
It's already
thinking.
warm to the touch.
Oh, really? Okay. Awesome. This is the part I was curious to see. Okay. This kind of out
we
hang
go
here.
either direction on this, but being a slide out panel, we have this long center run, of course the front wall of the slide out. These are corner reinforcements, so these hang around the corner here.
Wow.
Alpines are nice, but a lot of trailers have self-tappers and rivets and who knows what sticking through there, so protect ourselves. Velcro run, obviously sidewall to slide out. So I'm going to find the other corner here and feed this center section in.
Alright, you did this from the center. That was already Velcroed together.
Yep, so
Okay.
they are manufactured in 3 pieces, but they are intended to be left together.
Okay.
You'll see they're labeled 6C, 6L, and 6R.
Okay.
But
That's
after
similar, right?
we deliver the skirt, we intend for those to be left together.
Okay.
You can pull them apart if you want, but it's just more work.
Gotcha.
So I got the center section in. We call this part the wing. And no exceptions on this floor plan. We're always going to be doing horizontals first and then verticals.
Gotcha.
So over and down. And our 2-inch overlap, just like so. So that's how I can keep all these little corners nice and tight down here.
Okay. And you installed this Velcro up here.
Yes.
Okay, I was looking this morning and I was like, I don't remember there being Velcro up here. But I was like, I guess they did it for some reason. Like, oh, you guys did it. Okay.
So this always looks like it's got extra length to it when we're getting started here. It does have a little to account for this rubber seal that on Alpines is on the outside and on Montanas is on the inside. I don't know why. So we tuck this into the corner here. Obviously, Velcro is a lot better in shear than it is in tension, so I just get that in there as good as I can. And then straight across, be a little extra length that pushes up in the corner there.
Okay.
If we find that there's too much extra length, we use this seam to soak up just a little bit. So the panels are made a touch long and they're made adjustable. So as this slide out shifts and does its thing, as the RV ages, you'll always be able to get these corners lined up really nice.
Nice.
And get that nice airtight situation.
Love it. It's too cool.
Same deal on this end. Scaled a bit differently. Work away from the slide out. Over and then down. So, check our length here. Pretty good. Alright. There's something I was going to say. Got it. I'm back to this.
Start from the back.
Yep.
I guess so, you got the most
this
room.
one from either end. Usually with the hookups and everything, you'll know.
I love it. Yeah.
I do all the warranty, like sewing and stuff, and 90% of my repairs are just replacing zippers.
Okay.
We have a gal in Colorado who has run the zipper over with her chair a number of times.
Her chair. Okay.
So we're on like a panel rotation at this point where we just exchange. On the note of that zipper,
Yes.
this is the big access door.
Okay, so mine comes up. It's like a roll up.
Yep, so this is one of the changes we made in the last couple of years.
Okay.
More or less out of the supply chain thing and customer requests, but this whole door rolls up.
Oh, I see the buttons.
So
Okay.
we just make this as wide as we can within this space. These Alpines, this run across here is shorter than most of the other fifth wheels, so we just maximize that. And brand new button snaps require a little effort, but those are the only snaps we'll ever install.
Okay. Awesome.
And that's your access. So that gets you kind of almost a storage shed under there.
Yeah, I need that.
Man, I can't imagine being as tall as you are walking underneath slide outs.
Oh, I can't tell you.
So banged up.
Yeah. That was PTSD right there. I've already slammed my head into this so many times. Awesome. Cool.
So now as you're walking around and putting the clips on the bottom and rolling that under and putting them in, how many clips do you decide to
As
put
many
in?
as you can.
As many as you can.
Yep. So I start with the corners and then I hit the Velcro seams. The Velcro isn't super cooperative, so pulling that straight down fills everything in between nice.
Okay.
So these are the clips we use. So there's two sides. I call it the flappy side and the side with teeth.
Okay.
I want those teeth to grab hold of the vinyl for us. So I want them pointed down into the vinyl. This isn't a great example because we have that door open, but I always start with these front corners. You can see if I pull this corner plumb, the whole front part of the RV looks better already. And so I just pinch that at the ground. I use my middle two fingers and the meat of my thumb to give that a good healthy squeeze. And so just like so, and you want to see that vinyl poking through the back side of the clip. I know those teeth are grabbing hold of that vinyl coating on there.
Oh, okay, I see.
And there's a ratchet there to lock it in place, but that spike goes through that hole
Okay.
and actually pulls it together even tighter. So these clips, these will pull a 7-inch spike right out of the ground before they come off the vinyl or damage the skirt, as long as you have them on there tight.
Okay.
So that is by far the most important step for the longevity of your skirt, and especially up at the latitude you're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
A nice cheap insurance policy will be to get some sandbags on the inside of this front area too, or even if you have totes like heavy, just camping gear or whatever.
I do.
This guy. Straight across. Just open that up enough just for that to fall around there.
So question, why do you put something around the hitch?
Well, this one protrudes enough that coming out over it would require some sort of pleat, abrasion protection, etc. Also, a lot of our customers do have like racks, luggage racks, and bike racks and stuff on there. So if we can preserve that usability, we will. Also, if you look up in there, it's not like straight through like on a pickup. It's capped off on the back, so it's not really a big leak either.
Okay. I'm just like, nobody's going to go down the road with these on, so
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're
But
thinking.
we end up with a cleaner situation. If I had to pleat that, it would just
cause more
wouldn't
area
look
to
as
flop.
nice.
Yeah.
Look, it's nice. There you go.
So when I'm doing these installs, I don't even do the Velcro all the way down, just enough that I can tuck something under.
Yeah.
So you
And then
can
you're going to
imagine-
come around with your clips. and-
Yep, so when that's all spiked down nice and tight, having that back end square really does look better. This is one of those crazy ones.
And it looks good too.
It does.
Like, man. I mean, I'm new to this, so I haven't actually seen a lot of other ones, but
I have.
We have,
I
and
put
this
other
is-
ones on, and that's why we're here, because these are the best.
okay.
They just, yeah. And we've got one on one of our units that they've done about 10 years ago, and a year after they started in business.
Really? Wow. The
And
same one, 10 years
still on.
in use.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And it's awesome. That's why we're here.
Okay.
Quality.
Okay, so there you have it. That was the install and the behind the scenes to the skirting that was put on and created there by Custom Skirting there in Rapid City, South Dakota. There at their campgrounds. It was a phenomenal stay. I think I stayed there for a total of 4 days, like pretty much through the weekend. No, what am I saying? It was a whole week. I got there on a Sunday night, then I left on a Saturday. So, and that also is included in the price, which I'll tell you all here in just a moment what the price of that was. But just to give you a heads up, this right now is January 1st. So let me pause real quick and say Happy New Year to you. This is January 1, 2023. So wishing you a very blessed, healthy, and prosperous and successful 2023. All right. So what I want to go over that was not in the video was what they told me to do. I had more video footage of it, but that video was spliced together and long enough as it was. You didn't need to get into all the, you know, how to tear it down and pack it up, and I can tell you that here in a quick 60 seconds. But yeah, so as advised, what I did when I got here to Minot was first thing in the morning when I was going to install it, I went ahead and unrolled all of these skirts. Took them out of the bag that they come in. It pretty much comes in like a tote, like a tent would. Laid them out in the sun, let the sunlight hit it, let those UV rays warm it up a little bit, make them a little more pliable, because when they are cold, they do not want to move around easily. So came back in the afternoon, and they were ready to go. They were nice and soft, kind of like bed sheets or something. So I also went ahead and pre-lubed the channel system with WD-40 dry spray. Not the wet, because the wet will run on the skirting and then you'll have to wipe it off. The dry just evaporates, so that was really nice. So I went ahead and sprayed the front half of the channel systems, and then went ahead and started installing the skirting, and then went and sprayed the back half, and then installed the second half of the skirting. With that, all that took me about 27 minutes. I would say not bad, considering they were all labeled like he said in the video, and I was just one person, had my gloves on. Very easy to install. Taking them down will be just as easy. Next year I'll probably be able to do it in 15-20 minutes. So yeah, so if you're worried about doing it yourself, being by yourself, maybe ladies, if you're like, oh man, I don't know, you want my boyfriend, husband, or someone to help you or something, you totally do it. They're now all of them bundled up. I will tell you that they weigh about 100 pounds. So I did have to do a legit deadlift squat when I was picking them up and moving them around initially, and then once they're unrolled, they're pretty light. But when they're all that skirting together, I also had skirting that goes around my slide outs that also added weight. So I think I had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 slide outs skirting, and then all of that going around the bottom. So with that said, let's get to the numbers. And again, this was with a military discount, so it will be a little different, but you can go to their custom skirting site, and it's real cool. You just put in what your unit is, how many slides, or whatever it is you want. You don't have to get the slides wrapped. I did, because why not and why not? It is that cold. So with the thermoslides, I had 5 for my 5 slide outs. Then I had the 43-foot RV skirting, and then the 5th wheel. And technically it came with a referral from another YouTube channel that I came across, and I can't remember the name of that channel right now, but they were excellent, and you could probably use this as a referral to them if you go. So the referral took off $100, but the end total was $4,559.05. So what that got me was everything you saw there, plus what you did not see but you'll see in later videos, the wraps that go around my slides, and a 1-week stay at Rapid City there in the foothills of the Black Mountains in South Dakota. And I took full advantage, went hiking down some trails, went to see Mount Rushmore, ate some awesome food, met some great people, and really just explored and enjoyed. All right, sorry for the break there. So yeah, just got to explore the outdoors in South Dakota there. So that basically gave me a week-long stay at a resort, full hookup, full use of the water, electricity, Wi-Fi, all of that. So all that is included in that price that comes with it. They will come out to you. They will now. You've got to get on this system or in their queue, and hopefully there's enough people around you that also need skirting. So they do make trips out, but I don't know necessarily that they will do an individual house call to you. But they do travel around the country, and that van that you saw is what they use to move all their equipment, and they can come out to you and get everything done. So not sure how that works. I just brought mine straight to them. That was the easiest thing. And I do believe they're going to be opening up another one on the East Coast. Not sure. Just go to their website, customskirting.com, and check them out. Get a good skirt for you. Of course, if you have a shorter trailer, I'm 43 feet. So I'm using a lot of skirting. If you have a smaller trailer, it would be pennies on the dollar, or a fraction of the price, I should say. So yeah, with that said, that's the video. I am looking forward to uploading more this year. This is just the beginning of a new frontier, a new direction for the channel. So I will be posting more videos that are already recorded. I just haven't had a chance to put them up. But yeah, I should be firing them out pretty quick here, and for you all to see me weathering the winter madness up here in Minot. Right now it's currently 9 degrees outside. There is snow on the ground because it's not melting. It's not going anywhere till probably springtime. But no snow's coming down right now. This is post that crazy winter blizzards. Hope everyone's doing better, and recovery relief is getting to everyone out there on the East Coast and up in Chicago, where I know they got hit real bad. So nothing like that, thank God, hit out here. Not sure if something like that was coming my way, if I would stay in the camper or if I would just go get a hotel, but I probably would try to weather it and just see how this thing handles. So yep, that's what I'm doing. This is the first upload of Why Not and Minot with War Wagon, or me inside War Wagon, or the capsule. And hope you enjoyed. Definitely subscribe and hit the notifications so you can see more as I upload. Probably I'll get at least one more up this week, or by the weekend, and we'll just keep pumping them out. And hopefully you enjoyed, learned something, and are looking to get something for your camper like this. Definitely recommend it if you're going to be in these cold weather conditions. It blocks the wind, and that's the number one thing it's doing, and then creates that layer underneath. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.